So this is a snake lily or dragon lily or voodoo lily, Dracunculus vulgaris. And this is the big inflorescence. It's an aroid, so it has a big tuberous corm underground, and then it puts up these leaves and one flower every year with this spathe. It smells like a dead horse. It's pollinated by flies and beetles, but it's got this beautiful maroon flower, which is supposed to look like rotting meat. And one really interesting thing is that this plant can actually generate heat, and that also attracts flies to pollinate it and thinking that they're getting a tasty treat.
All right, we're going to start now with a Oaxacan plant. So this is a plant from Oaxaca, Wombat ellipticum. They're shaving grass tree. I'm going to hold this up so you can see the flower. And we're going to ask Ricardo about this one and then the next one. So Ricardo, tell us about cedar winebacks.
So first of all, I used to play with them when I was a kid. So I grew up with this plant, and that's one of the reasons why I am very familiar with it. It's a tree that will release the leaves in spring in Mexico. Usually in spring, they drop the leaves and they flower when they grow leaves. As you can see now, there's new growth and the leaves are red when they start and then they turn into green. But some of them already bloomed. So once they're done blooming, then they start to leaf out. And the tree can grow in Mexico, it can grow up to 50 feet. Here, it does not because the cold. Because we have cold winters, so they do not get to 50 feet. I have not seen one 50 feet tall here. The biggest I have seen is about 20 feet high.
Tapachine, yeah. And let's talk about that one, Ricardo. It's got compound foliage. Does it close its leaves up in the evening?
Yes. Yes.
It's not just because it's a little shy here now and then. Okay, take the mic.
Yeah, this plant grows all over the town in Oaxaca, in the city of Oaxaca, and when it's in bloom, it's amazing. It's just so colorful. The entire tree gets covered with red flowers, and after the flowers are bloomed, then it develops a long seed pod. Of course, this is considered the plant of Oaxaca, even though it grows in many other countries. It can be 50 feet high if you let it grow tall. There's a few trees here in Los Angeles and Anaheim, Orange County areas. And there's one in South Central Los Angeles that grows, that it's about 50 feet right now. So it's a big tree if you let it grow to a big, mature size.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and hold this up for the screen so that people can get their name. Go ahead.
This other one here, it's we call it Nance or Nanche, and it's a fruit tree, but it has a beautiful, beautiful orange colored flowers. And in Costa Rica, they grow this tree to feed the bees, so they can, they have a lot of honey bees, and they keep a lot of these trees so they can get the nectar and the pollen from that tree. And it usually drops the leaves in the winter, and it's just coming back. As you can see, it's very barely coming back from dormancy, and it's going to be blooming in summer. The flowers are beautiful, and the fruits are also delicious for us that are familiar with it. And the other plant here is called an open rain tree, Cassia pistula. It also blooms all over town in Oaxaca, especially in the months of February, or from February all the way to the end of the summer. In Oaxaca, when we cold here, it's really hot there. And the tree can grow 25 feet tall, 25 feet wide, unless you keep it short. And that's all I have.
Great, Ricardo. Pelargonium xerophytum bonium. So this is a succulent with spines. That's a geranium, or pelargonium. You know, the South African branch of the geranium family tree is pelargoniums. And it will have leaves and it will bloom in spring or after rain, but it wants a summer dormancy. And here we tend to want to pamper our plants and say, oh, give it a little water, keep the flowers going, keep the leaves going, and then you'll get new buds. So you really need to just let them dry completely out a couple times a year. Pelargonium xerophytum bunny. Bye, bunny. Well, the queen of geraniums is Robin Parra, and she loves her granddaughter, and she named her for that. It's a cultivar.
Okay. How we go to
North Texas. Well, near Dallas, where this begonia was bred. We all know about the heat in Texas. This is Begonia Joyful Jasper. And if you come up and touch the foliage, it'll feel like you could make a wallet out of it. The foliage is just so leathery. And I have a customer who put this in a canyon in Malibu where the wind just whoops down there, hot, dry, perfect in the shade. They killed heucheras for many years, and then they planted these, and they're still there. And the one is Begonia Joyful Jasper. Because I'm talking about that Malibu place, I'm just going to jump over it. So this is a fuchsia that also, you know, these are delicate things, begonias and fuchsias, and yet this is for Southern California. It takes heat and drought and shade, which is important for us. Fuchsia sunny hunt. Okay. And from April Curtis, we've got clover for luck everglow. And look at that variegated foliage on it. So it's a legume, a nitrogen fixer. Clovers really like a lot of water in our area. A little bit of shade too. This is more of a container plant. All right. One left out. So that's a kind of a debut. One of our members bred this, Pelargonium Julia, named for a Pelargonium fan. Fringy foliage, fringy flowers, and looks super delicate, but it's tough. You could sit in a grow on a pot on a table in San Bernardino in the full sun. And then we have Plectranthus ernsti. Plectranthus is now coleus according to the botanist, but we all know Creeping Charlie, right? So this is a caudiciform perennial. It grows like a baobab tree with a succulent trunk, and also likes to dry out a little between flushes of foliage and flowers. But it's fine in part shade too. Better as a container plant than as a landscape plant. All right, a couple more here. Ooh, thank you for using bladder pod. And who brought this? All right, thank you. Talk about it.
So I was worried that this was that people would find it unpleasant to smell this, but since Laura brought the dragon orange, which is out stinking this by a long shot, it doesn't. A lot of people don't like the smell, and I mean, really, it's compared with that, it's like roses, but it's kind of I don't know. To me, it doesn't bother me, but some people think it smells like heat. But the thing is, it's worthwhile because it is an awesome wildlife plant. I mean, hummingbirds. Huh?
Right.
Oh. I mean, hummingbirds are on this like every day.
This is a good smelling plant. So Trichospema lanatum, some people say Trichostema, and those people probably say rhododendron too. This is a California native. It's kind of one of those perfectly California perennial plants. So it's a mid-sized shrub and quite repellent and established. It doesn't come in fall, the good stuff. The Australian gorilla will go off like California. You can put them on in the spring and overwhelm a little bit into the summer. That's something to keep in mind. One more.
It's from tropical America. It's called, one of its names is the Barbados gooseberry, but it's also in Brazil, and it's now an invasive species in South Africa, because you can break up a leaf and sprout one if you want. they described a tree that got infested with it, so they cut off all the brisket at the base, and 4 years later, some of the dead branches fell down and rooted. So it's pretty out of control.
Yeah, it's out of control, and sometimes it's not out of control here, so for whatever reason.
And it's got spines, so it's hard to control when it gets out
Yeah.
of control.
But you love it.
We actually we have no memory of where we got it.
Ah, okay, so it's really.
Yeah, it grew into that pond, we have no idea how it got there.
Very good. That's, oh boy, lots of good ones today. Thanks, everybody.